Well, I was introducing you. I was saying that I met you at the Staples Center. I interviewed Mike from A Flock of Seagulls, and I have all access, which is amazing because I love to be around, great people. And well, finally I met you and Jack, and I gotta thank you for all the autographs you gave me in that night. I have. Let me show you. Let me brag what I have from WANG CHUNG. Look at this.
All right,
This one. I don't have Mosaic. I don't know what happened with Mosaic. I thought I have it, and then I realized no, I don't have it. So anytime soon. And I know we're gonna get orchestography soon. So it's gonna be in my CD section in a future probably show. Okay. Right. And well, I hope you are doing well back in UK. How is the weather in UK?
The weather is pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I think it was hotter than Mexico here in the UK.
Right now?
Very unusual, but it was very warm today. So it was lovely. But, nice. England is very unreliable. At the moment, it's good, but last week it was not good.
Let me try. What I'm gonna do that I forgot to mention to you is I'm gonna give like a hint in Spanish because this is mainly for Hispanic people, and I will tell them a bit what we are talking about so they are not quite lost. Okay. And I'm gonna say this. So, le estaba diciendo a Nick que donde lo conocí, que fue, bueno, lo que ustedes escucharon. Le estaba agradeciendo por los discos firmados y estábamos hablando de cómo está el tiempo en UK, en Inglaterra, y me estaba diciendo que estaba bastante más caluroso que en México, que la semana pasada estaba medio flojo, pero ahora está un poquito mejor. You know what? I am from Mar del Plata. I was raised in Mar del Plata, and I think we have exactly the same type of weather, humid, rainy. It is like this in London?
Well, a lot of the time, yeah. It can rain a lot. It's cloudy. If you're saying, I don't know, when it's cold, in England, it's not very sunny. It's like grey. That's not good. But you know what I mean? So the sun is not so good. But at the moment, it's lovely. It's good at the moment. So
what I know is living here in LA for so many years, I realized that there's a lot of musicians from your country that are based here because of the weather, exactly for the weather, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to live in LA in the 80s. I lived there.
Really?
Yeah. When we were recording one of our albums, The Warmest Side of Cool, we recorded it in Los Angeles with Peter Wolf, the producer.
Peter Wolf, yeah.
We always take a long time to record our records, much too long.
Peter Wolf is the same guy that is with the song "Come As You Are"?
No, it was Peter Wolf. He produced what they called a Starship and Heart, and he's very successful. He used to be the keyboard player with Frank Zappa. He's an amazing musician. I'm a massive Frank Zappa fan. So he had lots of good stories about Frank Zappa, and so for me that was why we wanted to use him. He produced Everybody Have Fun Tonight and Let's Go and Hypnotize Me and
Hypnotize Me.
Yeah, so he was a good guy to work with.
Okay, translation now. Okay, bueno, estábamos hablando de que él vivió un tiempito en Los Ángeles cuando justamente grabó el disco que tiene el hit de ellos, que es Everybody Want Fun Tonight, con Peter Wolf. Peter Wolf, el productor, aparentemente. Yo sé que hay un Peter Wolf que es músico, no sé si es el mismo. Lo voy a dejar ahí porque si no voy a quedar como un tonto. Y bueno, comentaba un poquito eso, ¿no? De la época que vivía acá y le estaba diciendo que muchos británicos viven en Los Ángeles porque justamente el clima acá es fantástico y en Inglaterra es medio choto. Let's talk about the new album you just released last year. You were lucky because if you pretended to release it this year, it would be a little bit more complicated, right? Which is orchestography.
I think everything's more complicated. You're talking about the orchestral album, yeah?
Orchestral, yeah.
Yeah, we recorded an album called Orchesography. Orchesography. It was. It's basically with the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra. We were approached out of the blue by a label called August Day, and they loved Wang Chung's music, and they wanted to do an album with us of all of our songs, our hit songs, and a few other ones. With the Prague Philharmonic, we'd never worked with an orchestra before, so we were very excited about this, and it was a great experience. It was lovely to hear our music in this way. We went to Prague and we hung out in the studio. It was a lot of history in the studio. And the orchestra were really good, and we were very, very happy with the whole experience. It was great. So yeah, people liked it very much. So thank you.
Estábamos hablando del nuevo disco Orchestrography. My pronunciation for that word is a little bit complicated, okay? Estamos hablando del disco nuevo que es orquestral, viene con la filarmónica, aparentemente lo fueron a grabar en Praga, y bueno, el disco está fantástico. Yo vi el video, I watched the video, the version, you know, with the orchestra is amazing. Y bueno, estábamos hablando un poquito de que grabaron ese disco. The album has any new song, or it's just all the hits from Wang Chung?
Most of the hits. We also did Space Junk. Space Junk is a song that we recorded in 1998, I think. And it was a special song we recorded for our Greatest Hits album. But it was also has been used on The Walking Dead twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we thought that would be good to do that song, plus a few more recent songs as well. So it's a very good journey through our hits and a few more recent ones.
Wow. Bueno, lo que estaba diciendo es que grabaron varios de los hits de la banda y aparte agregaron el hit que hicieron con el año 98, si no me equivoco, que es the name again is Space Junk.
Space Junk, yeah, from
Space Junk?
You know, the Walking Dead, you know, the TV show. The Walking Dead, you know, yeah.
The Walking Dead, yeah, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Bueno, ese tema fue usado varias veces por la serie Walking Dead, okay, de la de los zombies, y tuvo su pequeño también, su promoción de alguna manera, no solo con el disco, sino con la serie, y ahora está en la parte orquestral de este nuevo disco que sacaron el año pasado. How is your relationship with Jack right now? I mean,
we're very good. We're very close. We've always been good friends. I think maybe at the end of the 80s, we kind of split up for a little while. Maybe for a year we were not such good friends. Just for, ever since we're good together, you know. Nice. So we work in many different ways together as Wang Chung, or in other ways too. So yeah, we're good.
Le preguntaba un poquito cómo es la relación con Chuck, que es el cantante, el que está con el pelito blanco ahora, y me dice que son súper amigos, que tuvieron una pequeña diferencia a finales de los 80, pero bueno, eso ya es parte del pasado. I watched the new version of WANG CHUNG, you know, for the coronavirus, where you can see all those friends of WANG CHUNG. Estaba viendo la nueva versión de WANG CHUNG de Quédense a salvo en casa, que aparecen los músicos de Nelson, Valerie from New Shoes, right?
That's right, yeah.
Valerie from New Shoes.
The guys from...
The Vapors?
The singer from the Vapors, yeah. Who else?
Real Life.
Yes, Real Life.
Real Life.
These are all friends we've toured with all these artists for a few years now, and we've become friends. So it was very nice. They wanted to be in our little video. And, yeah, plus friends and family, and We wanted to include other people. It was very nice.
Bueno, que se unieron algunos amigos y de la banda para hacer esta nueva versión. I saw there were some Brazilian people showing up. There's Valerie over there, and I've seen Brazilian. Why Brazilian? I am Argentinian, and I didn't see any Argentinian thing going on.
We would love to have Argentinians too. My other half, my partner is Brazilian.
Your partner is Brazilian?
My partner is Brazilian.
Oh, sweet.
So the people you saw in the video, that was her two brothers. So her brother with his wife, and then later in the video, her other brother who lives in Orlando. So one of her brothers lives in London with his wife. Okay. The other brother lives in Orlando in America with his wife. So they're in the video as well. So yeah, all the family. My son is in the video. Yeah, I have a lot of connection with Brazil. I love Brazil. As you can see, behind me is a painting of a favela that we were there in December. We bought a beautiful painting of the favela. So
wow,
I love South America. I love Argentina as well. I love
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love Brazil. It's one of those countries that I want to live for a while to get all the culture. I've been there a few times. And people is amazing, country is amazing, beaches and weather and food, it's an amazing country.
Oh, it's really beautiful. I mean, we went there for Christmas and New Year. It was amazing. Valeria, my partner's mother, lives in a place called Bonito, which means beautiful, of course.
Yeah.
It's quite near the border with Paraguay. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's in the south.
It's kind of sort of central west.
Central west, because probably it's in North Paraguay.
Yeah. It's in Mato Grosso do Sul.
Mato Grosso.
Do Sul, the south of Mato Grosso. So it's a beautiful area, and so we were there, and yeah, I love going there. It's great. And then we went. I brought my son with me. He came as well. It was his first time in Brazil. He loved it. And then we went to Rio and then home. It was great. It was great. Before this stupid virus.
Yeah. Estábamos hablando de Brasil con Nick, de que bueno, la pareja es brasilera y por eso aparece en el video de la versión nueva, Stay Safe Tonight, Everybody Stay Safe Tonight, y ahí aparecen los hijos de él, que bueno, son parte de esa formación con la pareja. Nos contaba que estuvo en Brasil en Navidad y Año Nuevo, en Christmas y New Year, y estuvo en la zona del Mato Grosso, ahí cerca de Paraguay. Y bueno, fue con el hijo y el hijo conoció por primera vez a Brasil y bueno, le gustó. Y la pintura que tiene atrás es de una favela y se la trajo de allá. The paint is, it was made in a favela or it was made in Brazil somewhere?
Yeah, it was a local artist we bought it when we were in Rio, at the end of this trip. And we went to the market and there was an artist, was showing his paintings and we loved it. We thought it was beautiful. So yeah, it's a local Brazilian artist from Rio.
Oh, nice.
Of the favelas, yeah.
Did you feel safe in a favela? Because favela has this kind of lack of safety in some areas, maybe.
Yeah, you have to be careful. But yeah, I mean, with Brazilians, it helps that they understand how to navigate around and be not stupid, not a stupid tourist. Right. So they're careful. Yeah, no, you have to be careful, but it was okay. It was okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for that. I just saw the favelas from far. When I was in Rio, like 2 blocks away, and there's touring. You can tour on the favelas.
Yes, of course.
You can see.
You can go to the samba schools. Like Valeria, her favorite samba school is Maghera. You know, she loves them. So yeah, but we were going to go to the samba school, but we didn't have the time. But one day I really want to go.
Do you know how to dance the samba?
Well, in my stupid, like a gringo, yeah.
You know what? When I went to Blumenau, but I Camboriú, which is South Brazil, and I met a girl back then, and she taught me how to dance samba really slow and how to move the feet. And clearly, it's not easy. It looks like easy because they're doing really fast, but it's
not easy.
You have to coordinate.
It's not easy. Valeria, she's an amazing dancer. She's so great. But when I dance with her, I usually just stop and watch her, and I feel kind of embarrassed. But she's so great. She's great. I love watching her. But I love in Argentina. You know, the tango, as you know. I've been to Buenos Aires. I loved it there very much. We played a concert there about 3 or 4 years ago. We played.
Oh, it was not too long ago.
Not too long, yeah. That was WANG CHUNG. We did some shows with.
Oh yes, with the guy from Cutting Crew. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we did a show. We did a show in Buenos Aires. It was great. We had a really good time.
Yes.
We saw a lot of Buenos Aires. It was great. I love it there. I hope we can go back one day.
It's funny because I knew that right away because one of my closest friends wants to see you, and she got probably a picture with you and the other guy. I forgot the name. The singer.
Nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a whole bunch of shows together. Jack sort of stopped playing live for a few years, so I carried on WANG CHUNG, but I mixed WANG CHUNG.
Gareth. Yeah, Gareth.
Gareth, and also with Nick from, so we mixed the Cutting Crew with the WANG CHUNG, and we created like one show with 2 bands. It was fun. People liked it. It was a good show. Yeah.
Nice. Bueno, estábamos hablando de cuando tocó. Bueno, estábamos terminando de hablar de Brasil, que de lo que es la favela, de que depende de que cuidarse para ir, pero también que uno puede ir con ciertas precauciones, puede ir a Brasil y a las favelas y conocer tranquilamente. Y también estábamos hablando de la samba, de que él baila samba como un gringo y le estaba contando cómo aprendí a bailar samba. Aprendí, I'm saying aprendí means it's past tense for to learn samba. Y que lo aprendí en Camboriú, y también estábamos hablando un poquito de Argentina, del tango, que le gusta y que fue a tocar a Argentina hace 3-4 años y tocó con Garrett y Nick de Cutting Crew, ¿se acuerdan? Otra banda de los 80. Así que, okay, so 80s, you were playing with a bunch of bands in different 80s festivals, and there are some artists that they don't they kind of renegade to be tagged under 80s bands, and there are bands like they are totally awesome with that. How are you?
What? Sorry, do you mean how do I feel about us being called an 80s band? Is that what
you when you are tagged under 80s bands.
Oh, I see. I don't like when you simplify things too much, but I can't deny that WANG CHUNG came from the 80s and the late 70s, so it's okay. I mean, my attitude is I'm very grateful that people are so enthusiastic about our music. After so many years, people still love our music and want to see us play concerts I'm very grateful that that we're still so active. So
Right.
I have no problem with that.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, le estaba preguntando un poquito, hay bandas, hay músicos que un poco se sienten mal por ser catalogados de una banda de los 80 y que quisieran demostrar de repente música nueva. Y hay músicos que de repente están bien con tocar los hits y seguir tocando por sus hits de los 80. Bueno, él preferiría de repente también ser reconocido por otras cosas, pero está feliz de que al menos tiene canciones que la gente le sigue gustando y que gracias a eso puede seguir tocando. Y le voy a preguntar un poquito, ¿cuál fue la dificultad, la mayor dificultad desde que se volvió una persona famosa? What was your most difficult challenge when became popular for you? When you became famous?
I think when you finally become famous, and it took us, many years to become successful. So you have to be strong, and you have to be very determined, and then when you finally have success, the big challenge is how do we stay successful? How do you keep? So you feel a lot of pressure to sustain the success. So this was very difficult. So after our first huge hit, Dance Hall Days was a very big hit. Then we had all the pressure from the record company. Where's the new hit? Where is it? Where is it? So this was difficult. But luckily, thank God, we William Friedkin, the film director, approached us to do the soundtrack, the score of the movie To Live and Die in LA, which was amazing for us to do this, because it was not about a hit record. It was about, yes, exactly. It was to do instrumental music, and it was very refreshing and for us, and it gave us inspiration, and it took the pressure to have another hit away from us, and we did this, and it was a big success, and it was very good for us.
Bueno, le estaba preguntando un poquito como escucharon, el desafío de volverse popular y y decía, bueno, básicamente era mantenerse en la popularidad. Vinieron con el primer corte que fue Dance All Days y después pedían más y bueno, después salió este disco que acabo de mostrar, que era instrumental y los mantuvo un poquito ahí y bueno, obviamente después vinieron con los temas el tema que ya conocen todos. But talking about not as a band, as you keeping your ego unleashed in some way, because you get fans, probably groupies, money, touring, admiration in a tons, and how do you keep the ego? Because now you are older right now, and there's a lot of things as soon as you are growing up that you understand. But back then you were 20s or 30s, and you have all this success. How do you keep on some way, the same level?
In some ways, yes, it was difficult sometimes to, but I think we were always very. We wanted to. We were very serious about our music. We felt the pressure to keep the good quality. Of course, people did like us and they appreciated us, and we had some fun too. Yes, of course.
Groupies.
We did everything you're supposed to do. But I think we were also quite. I don't know. We were very focused about our music, and we were never. Our heads didn't get too big, I think. I always thought that sort of rock and roll kind of that rock and roll behaviour was slightly pathetic. I didn't really admire it. So, maybe that was a way of protecting myself. I don't know. But I think we weren't too bad. We weren't too bad.
Bueno, le estaba preguntando un poquito cómo mantuvo su ego de tener admiradoras, fanáticas que deseaban acostarse con él, fama, dinero. Y bueno, él estaba hablando un poquito de que, en resumen, de que estaban muy enfocados en el tema de producir, de hacer nuevos discos, nueva música. Y aún así, bueno, tampoco tenían esa actitud de rock and roll que nunca le gustó demasiado a Nick. Y le voy a preguntar un poquito ahora cómo es un día normal de él cuando no está de giras. How is an ordinary day when you are not touring? You wake up, for example, I wake up, I check all my parts are on the same spot, okay? And then I can start my day.
Well, yeah, I always check that because I'm old now, so I hope everything is still here. So that's the first thing, yeah. What do? I'm writing a lot at the moment, so I'm playing a lot of. I feel very creative. I think this virus, the lockdown has made me maybe simplify life in a way. So you're not going out so much. You're being more at home. So. Yeah, I felt very creative. I'm quite excited about the music that I've been writing. So I know Jack's been very creative as well. So that's cool. And then we did this Back to the Basement project.
We're going to talk about this.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So yeah, it's been an interesting time. A time to to think about life and stuff and to be with your family and to calm down a bit. So yeah, a lot of very creative. Yeah, and also catching up on some boring stuff you have to do, stuff you never do, like your accounts, all your accounts, your tour accounts, and all this boring stuff. I've been doing some of that, which I hate, but it's been good to get that done,
Bueno, le estaba preguntando un poquito cómo es un día normal y él me dice que, bueno, está básicamente, le dije, bueno, yo chequeo que todas mis partes estén en su lugar, él hace lo mismo y bueno, simplemente está escribiendo mucho, está componiendo mucho y eso es lo bueno de también un poco estar adentro de casa todo el tiempo con respecto al coronavirus que nos hace mantener en casa. Are you scared about the coronavirus?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm careful, because we're not so young. So you have to be careful, I think, that when you get a little bit older, that you don't catch it.
Wait a minute, you are not 40, you are 40, 35.
Yeah, well, I'm a very careful guy. I'm worried. I think people don't take it serious. Some people don't take it seriously. It's terrible to see what's happening in America. It's Donald Trump is just a disaster, I think. And here in the UK, we haven't been very, very efficient, very good. We've had a very bad response to it. So, it's very sad, but I hope that maybe good things can. It makes us think about bad things in society that I hope, please God, we can fix. Maybe some good will come out of it, I hope. Please
Hopefully. God. Yeah. Well, le preguntaba un poquito si tenía miedo al coronavirus y dijo que él se cuida, que él ya no está muy joven y que se tiene que cuidar, bueno, que ve que lamentablemente acá en Estados Unidos las cosas no están bien manejadas, que hubo problemas en Inglaterra también y que simplemente, bueno, se tiene que cuidar y que espera que las cosas mejoren pronto. Are you gonna get the vaccine in case it coming with an extra microchip?
Yeah, I've heard this stuff. I'm not worried about that at all. I think that's all crazy, kind of mad stuff. So no, there'll be no microchip. But But yes, I will get the vaccine.
Okay.
Do you believe in all that stuff? Do you believe in all this stuff?
Honestly, we were talking with Fisu, with Hugh, and I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't. It's kind of I'm totally locked of what I believe because there's so many opposition or mix up information that I just I'm doing what I have to do. I take care of myself and my people around me. I support as much as I can. I've been supporting a lot of people in Argentina because not only mentally or spiritually, financially, it's challenging for everyone. And I'm fortunate that I can eat. Yes. And for me, that is more than enough. So I've been doing my stuff as a part of my community, either here and in different places, even staying here.
Yes.
So, like you.
Yeah, we were the same. We want to help people. I've been donating money to charities. We've been helping people with food if they need it.
I have a new charity, and is help Lucas to get the new album signed by WANG CHUNG. Okay, you can donate money, and you can help me with that. Okay.
I can help you.
You can donate some money so I can.
That's no problem. I can do that.
Okay, I want to say in Spanish. Bueno, me preguntaba si yo tenía miedo y le estaba diciendo que la verdad ya no sé qué creer, que estoy un poquito bloqueado de la información porque hay tanta desinformación que ya no sé qué creer. Y él le estaba diciendo que he colaborado de distintas maneras con distintas situaciones, organizaciones y personas, y que él lo hizo también y que he colaborado, he hecho caridad. Y ahí le dije, bueno, yo estoy con una nueva caridad que es para obtener el nuevo disco de WANG CHUNG firmado, y bueno, ahí le estaba diciendo eso. Esa es this is the orchestral. Okay.
Yeah. That was amazing. That was the studio has a very interesting history. It's in this place. Albert Einstein used to give lectures in I forget what year, but it used to be part of the university, and then later it became a dance. It was like a dance hall during the Nazi occupation of Prague. So it was like a Nazi dance hall, and then it became a Soviet recording studio, and then it's amazing. So it was you really feel the history there. It was very interesting, and so working with the orchestra, that was great. But just being in that place, yeah.
Bueno, estaba diciendo que cuando grabaron eso fue en un lugar donde Einstein daba cátedra, después se volvió un lugar de los nazis, y después posteriormente pasó a ser de dominio un estudio de grabación de los rusos, así que toda esa historia estaba ahí y él la pudo vivir en persona. I was going to ask you, I remember that in the Universal Fire, there were a lot of music that was lost, including WANG CHUNG. Do you know what happened with your music, or what was lost?
Nothing, thank God. There was the place that was burnt was not where our music was stored. Thank God. There's two big stores in Universal. One of them burnt, the other one didn't. Thank God, it was okay. So
because I saw that some WANG CHUNG material was lost too, and I was like, well, let's check it out.
No, it was all okay. So
nice.
Fine. Yeah, I mean, it was an outrageous thing that this fire is terrible. These amazing works has been lost, but no, for us it was okay.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm not going to even translate that. But let's talk about back to the basement. Okay, tell me how it became the idea. I know Greg was involved. It was all Greg. Greg, thank you for making this happen. Okay.
Yeah, Greg was great. Greg, I've got to know Greg over the last few years. toured America, a few times. Greg has done his company, Manic Merch. They do all the merchandise for Wang Chung and for all the bands. And we always got along really well. I liked him. And so we've kept in contact. And then he came up with this idea with the coronavirus and everyone's sitting at home of doing Back to the Basement and to, creating these tracks at home in isolation, but also to make, to try and raise some money for direct relief, a charity that was in the fight against COVID-19. So it was a very good project for us to be involved with. We were very pleased, and all our friends were involved, all the other bands. So it was great, and it went out on Facebook and YouTube, and it was a big success. Yeah, and there will be another one. I think that Greg is planning another one. In later in the year, so we'll be involved with that too. So it's been great, a lot of fun.
Bueno, estamos hablando de Back to the Basement, que es una idea que, una persona en común que maneja a los chicos de WANG CHUNG, que es Greg, se le vino la idea de colaborar con Direct Relief, que es una organización que está ayudando justamente por lo del coronavirus. Y bueno, los contactó, ellos les encantó la idea y ahí es donde vieron el video Everybody Stay Safe Tonight y otras cosas que han pasado de otras bandas, incluso New Shoes, Nelson, Real Life. I'm adding some stuff that you didn't say, but I'm not going to say bad words or anything weird, okay? I'm not saying I am gay or I am anything, Yeah.
Say that if you like.
Le estaba diciendo que no estoy agregando cosas raras, pero bueno, estoy mezclando las cosas porque, simplemente estábamos hablando de eso, ¿no? De Back to the Basement y que es una gran idea y que va a haber un segundo, es una vía second one, va a haber un segundo más adelante en un par de meses. Esperamos ser parte de eso de alguna manera, apoyar tanto a los chicos de WANG CHUNG como a Gay como a Back to the Basement. Vamos a estar ahí para tal vez promocionándolo también y tal vez posiblemente lo tengamos acá en Next Level en algún momento. Así que probably we're gonna have the first edition sometimes in the future here, promoting also the first one and hopefully the second one too,
Yeah, I'm glad to hear this because, it was great fun for us to do Everybody Have Fun Tonight in this way, with these new lyrics, and it's something that I hope will help people to be safe, but also to have a good time at the same time, and the reaction to it has been very, very warm, very, very enthusiastic. So it feels good for us to do this, a feel good thing in a feel bad time,
Yeah. Well, also the song helps because it's not a sad song that, Pink Floyd. Exactly. It's maybe time to think, it's just to have fun and stay up, stay happy.
Yes.
Right?
Have fun, but also stay safe in a fun way, So, yeah. And
who's in Sterling City in Texas?
It's what?
I've seen that some people from Sterling City in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, these were friends of, I think, our manager. They're people from all over the place.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. Maybe
nice.
Maybe we'll get some more and make another one. I don't know. We're thinking about it. Maybe Argentina as well.
Me.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Say, you need to be in it. You need to be in. We need you.
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to. Just let me know. I will be dancing the samba for you.
Okay, great.
So one thing that let me just say this in Spanish. Okay. Va a haber un segundo Back to the Basement, okay, en algunos meses, así que estén atentos porque ojalá podamos hacer algo con la gente de Back to the Basement, incluso con la gente de WANG CHUNG. you play. We go back to the style. The style until today, 80s music, pop music remain popular. When you go out here in LA, you have 80s nightclubs or 80s parties.
Yeah.
You don't have. You might have 90s brought by the 80s, but you don't have 70s as much. You don't have 2000 as much, and music fade. I mean, nowadays when you make maybe one hit, it lasts for a week. When probably your hits last for actually it lasts in my head forever. I can't get rid of the song.
I'm very glad. Yeah, I mean, if they've lasted for 30, 40 years, it's been fantastic. And yes, there's a lot of... I think that the melodies were good in the 80s. And the mixture of samplers, of synthesizers, of electronics and real playing. And, of course, of MTV, of music videos. This was the first time everything was brought together like that. I think it created a very strong impression for people.
Maybe also the attitude, because things were more happier.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it was that. And also, I think the sounds, the productions are still... younger people are still influenced. Younger musicians use those sounds in their music now. So the sounds of the 80s sound familiar even to younger people. So it keeps going. I think, at our concerts, we notice obviously there's some old people there, but there are also some younger people. Like my son, for example, he knows the first time he heard Wang Chung properly, or the first time he took me seriously, was when he was playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. He was playing it and he heard Dance All Days. He was like, "Hey, Dad, that's your song, isn't it? In Grand Theft Auto." He said, "Oh, maybe you're a bit cooler than I thought you were."
Amazing.
So younger people are discovering our music, and Walking Dead or the movies, or it keeps going, and I think that's why.
Bueno, estábamos hablando un poquito de cómo es que la música de los 80 permanece vigente a los días de hoy, y él me contaba, ¿no? Bueno, es un poco el tipo de producción que se hacía en los 80, la ayuda de MTV, los sintetizadores, el tipo de música que se tocaba en aquel momento, logró permanecer a través de los años. Pero aparte de la banda de WANG CHUNG, el hijo means son. I'm teaching, because I'm Spanish teacher, you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I teach Spanish here in LA. So I'm just slightly, hijo, son, okay? Hijo.
Okay. And you're teaching me.
Yeah, I'm teaching you, yeah. Hijo.
Okay.
Repeat with me. Hijo.
Hijo.
Muy bien, hijo. Ok. So, el hijo estaba jugando los jueguitos, no sé cómo se dice, GTA, y escuchó la canción de ellos y ahí lo tomó un poquito más, el propio hijo lo tomó un poquito más en serio, pero hasta ese entonces era como que, bueno, era el trabajo del papá, la banda del papá, y no era algo que lo involucraba tanto. UK versus US music. To me, I don't want to be kicked out from this country, but I'm slightly more into the UK pop music than US pop music or rock music. Why? I feel that there's a slightly difference. We have amazing musicians everywhere. But the UK was like,
The UK as the Beatles and the Stones and Led Zeppelin and those from the 60s and 70s. I love English music, was amazing. The 80s, that was good for us, and there were some other good English bands. But Jack and I love American music. We always appreciated some of the great American bands from the bands maybe that some people don't know so well, but
like who?
I love Frank Zappa, for example.
Yeah.
I love Jack and I love Little Feat, a band called Little Feat. Yeah, do you know them? Very cool band. What else do we like? I love the Allman Brothers and the Grateful Dead. So, you know, I love American music. And I love some of the great soul singers, you know, like Marvin Gaye. Redding, you know, so a lot of great black music, you know, I'm a big fan of. So American music to me is very important. And Chuck Berry, of course, and the Beatles themselves, they were influenced very strongly by, you know, Chuck Berry and Elvis. Yeah. So I think the American tradition is very, very good. You know, Bob Dylan, so many.
It is, yeah, definitely. I mean, what I'm in some way when I come up with how many songs do I enjoy from UK compared to the US when it's about at least pop music?
Yeah,
I have much more, you know, UK songs than US. That is why, and I wanted to see how you see it as a someone then from UK. You know, how you see that. Hey, we did great in the 70s, 50s, 60s, 80s.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I love the 70s and the 60s. Of English music, but you know, England's always an interesting source of music. I think because England's a smaller country, all the influences are squashed together. So the tradition of English music is to mix different styles into one style, different influences into one thing. Like I don't know, like the Beatles were influenced by rock and roll and by black music, but also by English folk music. They stick it together and create something interesting. And the same with, I think, the 80s bands that you like, you know, that they might be influenced by some of the American music from earlier, but also, you know, that kind of, because we're listening to all different styles here in England, in the UK, on Radio 1 or the radio, it plays many different genres in one radio station. In America, it's all divided. So every style of music is a different format. So people don't have that mixed influence so much. And so England, I think, has been good and more interesting the way we've mixed different styles together into one thing. So, and that's been a big success around the world from England, you know. So I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bueno, estamos hablando un poquito de la música inglesa versus la música norteamericana de acá de Estados Unidos, y bueno, que a mí me gusta por ahí un poquito más la música inglesa. Estuve más influenciado por eso, y bueno, pero que a Nick le gusta mucho la música norteamericana, y mencionó a Frank Zappa, Little Feat, Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead. Está muy influenciado también por la música de acá de Estados Unidos, y que bueno, también el tema de que en Inglaterra había muchas influencias tanto de acá, sino como la música folclórica local, la música negra, la parte rítmica. Entonces incluso los Beatles han mantenido esa influencia y han logrado los éxitos que han logrado. Incluso Nick también ha tenido ese tipo de influencias en su música. Nick, how do you feel so far?
Great. It's been very nice talking to you.
Thank you.
How are you?
So, thanks. What do you say? You ask me?
I hope you're feeling good too. How are you feeling?
I don't know, man. You're boring.
I'm sorry. I go.
Me preguntaba a mí cómo me sentía y le digo que sos aburrido. I'm explaining the joke in Spanish. How was your experience playing last time here, where I met you at the Staples with so many bands? How was that?
Yeah, I mean, we love playing in America. American audiences have always been good for us.
Do you feel any difference between the audience here in other countries, or how can you describe some of the audience?
Yeah, you do feel differences, but you know, in America, I think we had a very big, a lot of success in America. So the audiences are very receptive, you know. So and you know, we've had so many music in lots of big American TV shows or movies. So we're very much in the culture of America. So of course we feel that when we play. But no, I mean, generally speaking, we get very good response everywhere. Yeah, no, I love playing in America. It's great. We do. We do little. We have little. What's the word? We mix different songs together. Like we did a version of "Girls Just Want to Have Fun." You know, the Cyndi Lauper song.
Really?
We sing that very slowly. Girls just want to have fun, and then we change it at the end. We go, "Girls just want to wang chung," and then we. So things like that. We do silly things.
Yeah.
And the audience,
nice.
Yeah.
They love that.
Yeah, they love it. They love it.
Amazing. Well, Nick, there's anything else that you want to share with your fans?
Well, we're going to. Yeah, it's been lovely talking to you. We hope one day that this we'll be able to tour again when it's safe. We really want to. We want everyone to stay safe and to have fun if they can. And look out for Back to the Basement. Go to abductedbythe80s.com. There's all
abductedbythe80s.com.
Abductedbythe80s.com. There'll be
80s as the number or as the word?
Yeah, number 80s.
Number, okay.
Yeah. And also go to Wang Chung, go to our Facebook, Wang Chung Band. Facebook.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be giving away a guitar to. We'll let you know. Just check out abductedbythe80s.com or Chung Band Facebook. We're just working on maybe a giveaway of a special guitar we're going to sign for people to share. Everybody stay safe tonight. So we'll let you know about that when we've got it planned. Yeah, and then I hope we'll be touring next year and we'll see you in person. Okay, so
Nick,
yeah.
Thank you for your time. It makes me really happy to talk to you, and I hope to see you here. Or hopefully, my dream, when everybody wants to go to London for doing some tourism, my dream is be able to interview so many bands that they maybe don't come here or they didn't come here anymore, you know, or they are not, you know, here for some way.
Well,
so that's my dream.
If you need me to introduce you to anyone, then when you come, let me know, and I'll be happy to introduce you.
I will, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Nick. You are here in my heart.
Great to speak to you. Stay safe.
Thanks. Gracias.
Ciao.